Everybody, wanted to give a quick update. I know I told you on Sunday that I would update you on Monday, and now it's Tuesday afternoon, and we're just getting there. Apologize for that. It gets really busy this time of year. So we got some huge news from the Capitol. Really big day today on the Senate floor for sure. First, we started off with a vote that was a pretty hard vote for me, and that was the governor is asked to extend the catastrophic health emergency due to the coronavirus. I personally think it's time to start winding that down for sure. But after doing a lot of research, a lot of work, and as chair of HHS, really being the guy that digs in on a lot of that stuff, realize that we're not ready to stop it yet. We've got a few things that we need to fix. The biggest in my mind is what we want to do moving forward is called contact tracing. And so we want to be able to figure out, hey, if you get the coronavirus, if you test positive, we want to be able to reach out and figure out who else needs to be tested, who may have gotten it from you, and be able to really slow the growth instead of slowing it down by making us all stay at home and making businesses be closed and wreaking all the havoc to the economy that we've been wreaking. From here on out, we want to be able to shut it down using contact tracing. Well, that takes a lot of people. It takes a lot of work, and one of the things that we do to limit the bureaucracy and limit the growth of state government is that we have in statute a maximum number of employees that different agencies can have. And if we want the State Department of Health to do contact tracing, if we want to be really good at this, then we're going to need them to have more employees than we expected them to have. I mean, we did not expect to need 300 contact tracers. I didn't know what a contact tracer was a couple of months ago. So definitely last year when we passed those bills to set their FTEs, we didn't have 300 contact tracers. And so that's something that we need to fix in statute before we get rid of that emergency. So we're going to be fixing some things in statute on that, on how we communicate with law enforcement, and some things like that just we didn't have right, and we've learned through this pandemic. Here's some things that we need to fix. We want to fix those so that we don't mess things up in the middle of this. And so we did extend that emergency. I hope it's for a very short amount of time, and I hope that we get busy in the Senate and in the legislature fixing those things and getting this done and moving out of this catastrophic health emergency, which gives the governor more power than I think any governor should have. And so that was a vote we took. I did vote for it. I was not thrilled, but it was the right vote, and I'm convinced of that. Second, today we passed the first set of budget bills. The budget's kind of broken down into a handful of bills. Half of those are Senate bills, half are House bills. So the Senate passed our portion today. They'll flip sides, and by the end of the week, assuming everything continues to go smoothly, we'll have a state budget. Obviously, I'm in my car. I don't have my budget numbers in front of me. The top line is this budget unfortunately has to cut $1.3 billion from the state, and those are going to be painful cuts. You cannot cut that much money out of a budget and not feel some pain. So we've tried to focus that as much as we can. It's about a 2.5% cut for common education for our public schools. It's going to be about a 2.5% cut. For most other state agencies, it's a 4% cut. For some it's bigger, for some a little bit smaller, but 4% was kind of the target there. So that's what we've done today. I personally believe, and this is just, I can't prove it, but I personally believe that our economy is going to rebound significantly stronger than what the projections are that we had to work with. So This budget starts later this summer and goes through the next year. We had to assume that things were going to be just as bad today as, for a whole nother year. And I don't believe that's true. Businesses are opening back up. People are getting their jobs back. So I hope, and I'm going to be pushing, once the economy gets back going, I want to go back in and adjust this budget. I would love to do that maybe in September. We'll see what happens. Obviously, the economy needs to actually recover before we can do it. And then we'll discuss when that is. So yes, we cut from a lot of agencies today. I'm hoping that those cuts in the end won't be as bad as we said they were. So that's what we did today. That's today's update. As we continue to move, a lot of big bills coming up, and we'll get that information out to you as quick as we can. Thanks a lot. God bless, and as always, thanks for allowing me to serve you up at the state capitol.